Hello, my name is Carolina Lopez, and I'd like to thank you for taking your time in watching this video. And a little bit about myself. I'm 21 years old, and I'm currently in college. I'm in St. Louis University, and this opportunity was presented to me through my father. In 2012, he had a stroke, and if you don't know the side effects of a stroke usually entails you loss of verbal language. Depending on which side of the brain it was, you lose mobility on certain sides of your body. In my dad's case, it was the left side of his brain, and the right side of his body was affected, and it impeded him from doing everyday life things like talking with people. Became a burden for him. His brain became very heavy. Just walking, sometimes he would lose balance, holding on to things, he would suddenly just drop them. It was very difficult for him, and since 2012, he was looking for something that would help him out, give him a second chance, to get back on his feet on his own independently. His whole life, he's always been someone who's been an independent person. He's never liked to work for anyone. And when he came to this country from El Salvador, he created his own business, a furniture store in Dallas, Texas. But when the stroke happened, everything changed. By that time, 2012, I was 14 years old, and I had to take charge of a store all on my own. Deal with customers, make orders for furniture, make sure that people were making their payments on time. It was a wake-up call for me that I needed to do something to help my dad. I felt that it was my responsibility to help my dad, get back on his feet. And, in answer to our prayers, last year around this time, a friend of my dad brought 2 bottles of cardio and recall, and he said, take these will help you with your problem. They'll help you with your brain, they'll help you with your heart. And my dad was like, you know what, I'll take it, anything, have this pain taken away from me. And so he took them. Within a few days, he noticed a difference, and I noticed a difference. My mother noticed a difference. He was able to hold long conversations without stuttering, without feeling overworked. And we were all shocked, especially my dad. And then he called his friend. He's like, hey, what did you give me? Because this worked. So, he was like, why don't you go to one of the meetings? They have them every Monday. Just, check it out and see if you want to, do business with them. And my dad's like, yeah, you know what do I have to lose? So he went, he listened, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. This is something that I have been looking for. Since his stroke, our economy has not been the best, and I can confidently say that with For Life, of things, we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We still have a long way to go, and we want to reach to as many people, to as many families as possible, to give them the opportunity to, make extra money and eventually have this opportunity get them out of that full-time job that they're working. And that is what as soon as my dad understood this vision, I wanted that for myself. As a college student, I didn't want to graduate and, be in the maybe of, will I have a job? Will I not? That means I won't have money if I don't have a job. And I knew I needed a plan B, and I found my plan B through For Life and our team, SEN, Social Economic Networkers. So without any further ado, let's start this presentation. We are committed to change and transformation. There's some people who don't feel comfortable with, when you talk about business or you talk about marketing, some people get scared. They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm not a people's person. Well, through this team, we work on our personal growth. We are a team, we support each other, and we find your strengths and we strengthen them even further. You can find your inner leadership within you. So we start with personal growth. If you don't start with yourself, then this will not work. So personal growth is key, and it's the first step that you take when joining this team. Also, once we work on our personal growth, we work on social contribution. Once we have worked within ourselves, worked with our strengths, and understood our weaknesses, and we worked on our weaknesses into our favor, and now we are going to work with other people and help them find their personal growth, develop their leadership skills. Social contribution is important. Teamwork is important. There is no I in team. And interested my father and I was financial freedom. My dad came from El Salvador, and there's many people from Latin American countries that come to the United States looking for this so-called American dream that most of the time for many of us it's unattainable. We are stuck in this chain where we work 40 plus hours a week for minimum wage, depending on what state you're in, $8, $10 an hour to put food on the table, and basically just you work just to survive. You work for the money. And through this, if we achieve this financial freedom where money works for us. Throughout years, there's been socioeconomic transitions. So, way before the 19th century, it's always been the agricultural era where, the main source of economy, the way people made money was through, farming. But then came the industrialization era, the first and second industrial revolution, where farming became obsolete and the new economy was industries, coal, steel. Then, transition to 90s, early 2000s is when we started to see the third revolution, which is the internet. And the internet changed things completely. And, we have the internet, we have our smartphones, we can buy things instantly through our cell phones without having to go to the store, without having to go to the mall. Now we just have everything in the palm of our hands. But now we're moving, and we're already within this fourth revolution, the artificial intelligence, and we see that in the form of ATMs that are replacing cashiers, tellers at banks, the self-checkouts at the stores are replacing the cashiers at Walmart, Targets, etc. And, this new artificial intelligence era has been amazing. It's been revolutionary within the medical field, making surgeries more precise. However, it's had brought in some drawbacks, some negative effects with people losing their jobs because they're being replaced by robots. So the ways we are generating our income have changed, as we saw in the previous slide. So as they are changing, we have to ask ourselves, are our family's finances secure? Do we have enough money in case of an emergency? Do you know how to thrive economically over the next 5 to 10 years? Within the 5 to 10 years, things will change. Artificial intelligence will grow even further and start replacing even more jobs. Do you have a plan B in case your job is replaced? Do you know what to do in case something goes south? Are you able to retire at the age of 60? I've noticed, and probably you have noticed too, in some grocery stores like Tom Thumb's, Walmart's even, you'll see our senior citizens working because the so-called Social Security, it's not enough money for them to survive every month, especially with rent in apartments being over $1,000. Many of our senior citizens aren't living this retirement life, this life after working for so long. They have to work even more to just sustain themselves. The question is, are you prepared to face the future? So where we are now is going to sustain us 5 to 10 to 15 years from now, that we will be able to sustain our children, that we will be able to sustain our grandchildren, that we will be able to leave something behind that is not debt. We need to think about our future and our generation's future. So the 20th century distribution model is where there's a product, and when, for example, let's say the iPhone. The newest iPhone roughly costs, just say, $1,000. Of those $1,000 that you as a consumer pay, you don't get anything in return for buying a phone from Apple. So how is this $1,000 distributed? So if we look at this model right here, of those $1,000, 36% goes to the factory that makes it, 20% goes to the wholesaler, 12% to the warehouse, and 20% to the store, whether that be the Apple Store, T-Mobile, AT&T, you name it. And 12% goes to promotion. You see the commercials, billboards, but those $1,000, you don't keep none of that percentage. It's 0%. If you refer someone to buy an iPhone, they're gonna be like, "Hey, here's $10." No, the consumer doesn't get anything. But through our 21st century distribution model, you keep that 64%. We take away the middleman, the wholesaler, warehouse, store, promotion, and you keep that 64% of your income and 30% of the factory, which is for life. So what are the benefits offered by this new platform for generating income? That's a great question. So linear income, your jobs from 9 to 5, the ones where you clock in at 7 a.m. and then you clock out at 4 p.m. or whatever. And where, give or take, you retire after working for that place for 30 to 40 years. And it's a fixed schedule. Normally it's 8 to 12 hours daily. You can't work more than 24 hours because there's only 24 hours in a day. And the income is limited, so you're dependent on being there. If you're not there, you don't get paid. As where our project, residual income, we have financial independence. You can retire whenever you want. Whenever you start generating the amount of money that you know that will have you set for life, you can retire. And that can be between 2 to 5 years. Compared to 30 to 40 years, I take the residual income anytime. And the hours are flexible. You can work with this project between 1 to 2 hours daily. You can dedicate more time by all means. And the income is unlimited. You are an independent person. You decide how much income you get by how much work you put forth into developing your own business. What is this platform that supports us, that helps us, that is changing the lives of so many people? It's called For Life, founded by David and Bianca Lisombi in 1998. They had a vision of helping people, putting bread on people's table, helping children who don't have the means to educate themselves, giving families drinkable water. They wanted to help people like you and I further develop ourselves economically, live that American dream that I was talking about earlier, where we can live without stress, without, thinking of, oh, I owe him this, I owe this bank that. No, the money is working for you. And for that, I am so thankful to David and Bianca Lisombi. We also have an amazing CEO, Danny Lee, who has transformed For Life in its compensation plans, which I will talk about in further slides. Growing was never this easy. Your opportunity is limitless. For Life has so many products, over 90 products that are targeted for different stuff. So we have our star product, the For Life Transfer Factor. If you want to know more about For Life Transfer Factor, please send us a message. We have our email and our phone number down below this video. We have essential oils. We have this amazing For Life Transform 30-day packet where it helps you lose weight. We have weight loss programs. We have our digestive packet, which helps you clean your digestive system and recommended to take every 6 months. So we have so many products. So if you want to know more about our products, please contact us. All the information is down below this video. Grow and earn while you take care of yourself. We are wellness. We inspire you. So we have skincare line has been replaced by a skincare line called Aqua, which is inspired by Korean ritual skincare. So if you want to learn more about that, please feel free to contact us. We have shampoos, we have amazing toothpaste. For Life takes care of you and your overall well-being. So now on to the good stuff. How to generate income quickly. Rapid rewards bonus from customer orders. Bonus from the orders your customers make. So when you join this business, and let's say you have a friend who you talk to them about this opportunity, they're like, yes, I want to join. Let's say that they order their first order is 1,000 points. So For Life instantly the next day will pay you 25% of those 1,000 points, which is $250 instantly. As soon as that person joins, the next day you get those $250 or however many points they make. And so this is, again, let's say this person, enters their first purchase 400 points, 25% of that is $100. Or, if they don't have the means to invest that much money, we understand. We have smaller packages, and depending on what package that they start with, you still get paid at 25% on the following day. This is an amazing fixed bonus that our CEO and president, Danny Lee, brought forth on October 1st of 2018, so last year. Where do I start? So this is fairly simple. So you be enrolled in the For Life loyalty program. If you want to learn more about that, feel free to contact us. What that means, For Life loyalty program is once you made your first purchase, you sign up for the For Life loyalty program, which is every month you make a minimum of 100 points that you make every month, and 100 points can be composed of any products of your choice, whether that be the For Life Transfer Factor, or if you're a woman and you want to focus on women health, there's this amazing package called Right Start for Women. There's also a Right Start for Men. However, whatever products you want to buy for 100 points or more, you can make more points. You're not limited to 100 points. But for this example, you make 100 points, and then you find those 3 leaders, those 3 people that understand your vision, those people that are like, hey, yes, I will do this with you, we will work as a team, and they do their minimum of 100 points each. The total volume that you should be making here should be, give or take, 600 points in order for you to qualify for the first phrase bonus, which is $50. And once you qualify for that, you qualify that for every month. You get paid $50 every month, month after month after month after month. As long as you are qualified, you have 3 people who are making minimum 100 points. You are making 100 points through the For Life loyalty program, and your overall organizational volume is 600 points. Okay, next phase, second phase. You teach those 3 people to do the same thing. Have each one of them bring 3 people and have them be enrolled in the loyalty program with minimum 100 points. If that happens, then you Instead of getting the $50 bonus, you now get the $200 bonus for having 9 active consumers, entrepreneurs, distributors. In that second phase, you get $200 month after month after month. And then they're going to want to, take advantage of this opportunity as well. They want to make money as well, so they will also bring their 3 people each with 100 points, and then you will start, rather than getting the 200, you will start getting the $800 month after month after month after month. And then, but you're like, well, Carolina, I thought you said that this company was going to help me, be financially free. How can I be financially free with $800 a month? I am not done yet. This is just the beginning of the bonuses that For Life offers. The key to any business like For Life, any network marketing business, the key is residual bonuses. How to generate income, something that residual bonuses, royalties is something that you hear that only singers get, that authors, when they write a book, they get a certain percentage. Let's say that they get, give or take, let's just say they get 75 cents for every book sold. A bestseller book, imagine millions of books for 75 cents each. That is a lot of money. I mean, 75 cents in itself, you're like, well, that's not nothing. But when you're talking about selling that book a million times, that's $750,000. And, if these books are selling every month in a year, how much money is this author making? Another person who makes residual bonuses, residual income, royalties are inventors, people who invent things like the cell phone, like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is dead, but, that doesn't mean that just because he died, the iPhone stopped selling and the Mac laptop stopped selling. No. For every laptop, for every iPhone that's sold, Steve Jobs' family gets paid for this for the rest of their life, for generations, for generations, for generations. And that is the beauty of residual income, is that once you have your business started, you've done this right, you've taught people the vision behind this, the financial freedom that you can obtain from this. The residual income is what's key in this business. Rapid bonuses are great. The fixed bonus is amazing too. The fixed bonus is something that's been helping so many people in my Latin American countries, where the minimum wage is $6 a week. $800 was getting them out of poverty. But also, the residual income for us in the United States has been amazing for so many people. Okay, so first level, you have 6 people under you. You teach 6 people you have 6 people to join this team with you. And let's say that each of the 6 people are, in generating 250 points each. 6 times 250 is 1,500. You get 2% of the 100 points that they make, plus a 2% surplus. You get $30 each. You're like, but $30 is not a lot. $30 every month is all I'm getting. Don't forget that you're also getting $50 from the fixed bonus. So 50 plus 30 is $80. But you're like, $80? That's nothing. I'm not done yet. Then our second level, you teach those 6 people to do the same thing you did and have them each bring 6 people. 6 times 6 is 36. Say that they're making about the same amount of points, 250. That's 9,000 points. And at this level, you are paid 25% plus 5% surplus. That is $1,170 plus 30. That's $1,200 plus the $200. That's where you start understanding the beauty of this business. You're like, wow. But that does not stop there. those 36 people are going to want to make money as well. They want to start their own businesses as well. So they're going to bring in each 6 people, and that becomes 216 people, each making 250 points. That is 54,000 points. You get paid 5% plus 12% surplus. That is $4,968 plus the $800 fixed bonus. Hold up, I gotta do the math here. So 800 plus 4,968 plus 30. That is $6,968 month after month after month. This isn't just a one-time thing. This is, if you do things right, this is what you're getting month after month. Tell me, if you are making close to $7,000 every month, I think that it's time for you to quit your full-time job and start finding your financial freedom. Start giving time for your family, for your loved ones, for your kids, watching them grow. This opportunity is amazing. Why would you let that go? But that does not stop there. With level 3, there is level 4, where those 216 people are going to bring their 6 people. That's 1,296 in points. Once you multiply all that, is 324,000. You start getting 12% plus 3%. You start generating $21,384 plus this, plus that, plus this. Now you won't be eligible for the fixed bonus once you get to level 4, but hey, why would I worry about the fixed bonus when I'm making all this? And guess what? Unlike other companies where you get to a certain point, and they're like, oh yeah, we're not going to pay you anymore beyond this level, or we only allow you to prospect only 2 people. Here, we're just giving the example of 6 people. You can bring in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, however many people you get, and you get paid for every single person under your organization. And then you get paid infinitely. You get paid for level 10, for level 20, for level 30, for level 40. You get paid for all levels. This is an infinite opportunity to make money. Okay, now let me go back that slide. So Great Escape. So For Life understands that you work hard. To make this business something they'll give you that financial freedom that you need, that you want, and they compensate you once you get to a certain level. And the company, they compensate you for a free vacation on a cruise. All paid, all expenses paid, food, hotel, everything paid, and then you get specialized training from the 4 life leaders. There's Danny Lee. Okay, so now you're like, okay, this is great and all, but like, I need help. How do I get this started? Who will guide me? How will I gain the necessary knowledge? Let me tell you, you are not alone. We have an educational system with books, audios, videos. Audios and videos are free. You can visit our website, sen.team, and we have the resources that you need to learn. Also, on this website, you'll learn about other people who have made it at the top, who are now living off For Life, this is their only job is For Life, and they are living amazing. You'll hear about their testimonies. I am not making this up. I am starting to see the fruits and the beauty of this company as a college student. I am generating a nice income while I'm in school. So once I graduate, I am confident and I know that I can sustain myself whether I have a job after college or not. This team, Sen, has 18 years of experience, and we're spread across 100 countries. Our activities, we have entrepreneurial training, depending on what state you're in. We have weekly meetings where they give this plan that I just presented to you. They give it to you every week. Everyone has their style. You learn from these people who have amazing results. And then this person right here is our founder of our SEN team, Dr. Herminio Nevares from Puerto Rico. He was a veterinarian there, and For Life was presented to him when For Life was in its baby stages. He believed in it, and now he is at the top level, which is Diamond International Platinum, the very top level of the company, and he is living his best life. But he is also teaching and mentoring people, helping us develop and grow our businesses. So, options to start your business. You may start off as a preferred customer. You're like, hey, this is great, but I don't feel comfortable starting now. That's perfectly fine. There is no pressure. We are not making anyone do something that they don't want to do. So as a preferred customer, you qualify for products at an affordable price. You get the price that as a distributor, so you get the wholesale price. However, you do not make an income as a preferred customer. So maybe along the road, you're like, okay, hey, I want to sell these things, so I want to become a distributor. You can sell For Life products, you can be a distributor, but your income will be linear, meaning that depending on the amount you sell is what you make. You know, if you want to sell more, you have to work harder for it. Or you know what, you're like, you know what, I believe in this. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a network marketing entrepreneur. This is where you will enjoy this residual income. Where if you do this thing, you do this thing right, you establish your base, you establish your people, your group, your team, right? You mentor them, you help them along the way, because this isn't like, okay, you're joining, bye. No, this is where we work as a team and we grow together. We see each other grow, we lift each other up, and we all succeed together. And you're like, I want to be an entrepreneur. Then by all means, sign up, become an entrepreneur, and change your life and help to change the life of many people. So what are you waiting for? It's time to make your dreams come true. With time, money, and health, there are no limits. My dream is to help my family live the so coveted American dream, the reason that they came to this country. I want to make that possible. That is my dream. My dream is also to graduate college. Thankfully, I will be graduating college soon, May 2020. My dream is, to be able to be financially stable, that when I have my own kids, I will be able to have time to go to their school functions, to their field trips, to their games, be there for them and not be absent. Those are my dreams. What are yours? So, if you decided that this is something that you've been looking for, that this was an answer to your prayers, to your wishes, welcome to socio-economic change. Welcome to For Life. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. All our information is down below. Anyways, if you decided that this is something that you want to do, the link to join is down below. And once again, welcome, and let's make the best of this, and let's, help other people, empower other people as well. All right, thank you for watching this video.